So this fantastic book called The 1960s Look by Mike Brown. Mike did a talk on this book today, and it was so interesting, so informative. I learnt so much stuff about 1960s fashion and where it comes from, that it comes from Edwardian era, that it kind of relates back to the 1920s as well. And it's given me so many ideas for looking on eBay, for finding new fashion ideas, particularly for shoes. What I found really interesting was the fact that the children's fashions were really similar to the adult fashions, and that changed as the 1960s went on, and it became a bit more hippie, a bit more grown up. So the skirts went from very short to very long maxi skirts. And also, I was very impressed to see an example of these tights, these very tights. Let's have a look at these tights. I don't know if I can find them in the book. But Mike was talking about these knitted tights, and I got these in Primark because they look 60s. And he showed a picture on the screen of these very tights, so I was very, very pleased. And apparently this dress is actually crimpling from the early to mid-60s. Probably should be shorter, but I had it adjusted. And I'm going to have it taken up a bit further, I think, to be more authentic. But this book, I'm going to spend hours looking over this with a nice cup of coffee tonight, and just looking at all the fantastic colours. That's another fantastic thing that Mike was talking about the use of colour in the 1960s, particularly the men's underpants, and the fact that they went from being grey, boring grey colours to very colourful reds and pinks, and quite daring. Quite risque, really. So, and also the haircuts are really interesting as well. There's lots of examples of haircuts and makeup styles as well here, about how the emphasis was on the eyes there. Big eyelashes, big winged eyeliner, lots of blue eyeshadow, and very pale lipstick. My mum actually used to wear white lipstick in the 1960s and do her face very white, very pale, and have lots of black Dusty Springfield type eyeliner that took her days to get off. So look, there you go, you see a perfect example on the first page there. And what else have we got in here? Yes, I love the collars of some of the jackets as well, for the men and women. And jewellery. I particularly like the mod era and the mod go-go dresses too. Let me try and find a picture for you in here of one of those. Oh yes, got a nice picture here. These ones here. All these cameras on me, it's like paparazzi. this dress here, very stylish. And they suit my figure actually. The 1920s and 1960s fashions particularly suit my figure because I'm quite slight. And so I like the straight up and down look where it looks quite streamlined. So that's why I really go for 60s fashion.